What's up YouTube, I'm just another guy and welcome back to Eibar V2. So, here we are at the start of the season. I've done the summer. I want to thank each and every one of you for your suggestions. I tried finding all of them. I was unable to find some. I found a lot of others, I found, a majority of them. I scouted majority of them. I tried to take them on board, but in the end it's quite tight financially here. We didn't really have a lot of money to spend, I released a few people, which obviously cost the club financially, but in terms of wage budget and transfer budget, it only increased the wage. So I did what I could with the money I had. I've signed a lot of people. Not all of them are going to be starting today, but we signed a lot of people, and I think overall I've strengthened this squad more than I did last year. Last year I made some real crappy signings, so it could be better this year. I'm not going to say it could be a good year yet. So let's go into the transfers. So I released 3 people. Jamie Jimenez, he left, goalkeeper. Elsewhere, we released Mikel. I can't pronounce that second name, but he's actually gone to... Oh, he's gone down the... he's gone down the division, yeah. And we also released this guy, Raul Abanentos, whatever his name is. He was released. They were all just released to free up wage more than anything because of the people we brought in. So, the first guy, Adami Traore. This was suggested to me. And, I went out there, I looked at him, I scouted him, and I believe your name, Jake, or Jack, I can't remember which one right now, I think it's Jake maybe, Jake Thomas maybe? I can't remember your name, but I attempted there. I believe the way you suggested a few people, I think you're doing the same as me. I think you said you're going to give it another go yourself. You actually recommended this guy. I went out there, looked at him, and I brought him in. We currently are paying a very large, we're currently not paying a very large percentage of his wage, sorry. We are paying, £55 per week, are we? Is that all we're contributing to it, really? Yeah, apparently we're contributing absolutely nothing to this guy's wage. I thought we were paying all of it. I couldn't remember the deal when I agreed to it, but I knew I really wanted this player. And the reason for that is because of his physicals. He is an absolute god for his physicals. So quick off the mark. I did play 2 inside forwards, but because of this guy's pace and how quick he is, I had to change him to a winger to try and utilise his massive strength there. But not only that, he's got good dribbling, first touch crossing. I think this guy will be a good player. From what I've seen so far in pre-season, he's been good. Plus, apparently, he was better than anyone else we had in this team. So, Traore there, hopefully, will contribute to this team quite a bit. Next guy, Jose Casado, left back from Malaga. We really did need a left back due to the fact we didn't have one, obviously. And so I looked out there and I found this guy was on loan. I think we're paying £6,750 a week, which isn't too much, really, in comparison to some of the other signings. Has experience at this level as well, playing for the likes of Sevilla. This team, I've never really heard of them. Recreativo, maybe. Rayo, he's played for a few teams, obviously, and Malaga as well. So he's got experience at this level. Is better than anything else we could offer at this level. Apparently, he's a leading player for the division below, which obviously isn't great. But really, I think he was one of the best we could get out there. And plus, he's not got terrible stats. Decent pace, decent tackling. All right going forward. So I think he should be all right for us. He should do a job. Next guy we signed was Lucas, right back. Now, I was taking one of the suggestions. I suggested to loan a right back in from Real Sociedad, but Lucas was one of the people I originally showed you, and I decided Lucas was too good. I brought him in on trial, and they just said he was great. Look at that, good player for La Liga teams. Really good stats. I mean, defensively not great, but going forward he's brilliant. He's just really good. You can just see how good of a player he is. 26 years of age as well, in the prime. I couldn't really turn this guy up. So, yep, Lucas, that's the next player. After that, Pitor, maybe? I have no idea to pronounce his first name. Tukowski. I'm not sure if I signed this guy before or not, because I definitely remember seeing this guy before. I don't know whether it was in Eibar the first time I did it or a different save. But this guy's... I really like this guy. He's not the quickest winger in the world, but technically he's better than anything else we have at this side. As an inside forward attack, which is what we play, we could probably play support. No, attack's probably best for him. He's got them, he's got them, or what he needs really, well covered, really everything, especially technically, is sound. Like I say, physically not great, but that's because of age and other things. This guy's experienced though, played for Bayern Munich, or started his career at Bayern Munich, occasionally played for them, Hamburg, Sevilla, so it means he's experienced at this division as well, doesn't have to learn the language or anything. Either footed, versatile, can play anywhere pretty much in that midfield if we wanted him to, could drop back to left mid if we wanted to. We do have another formation, I'll show you that. And we go into the tactics. So yeah, overall really happy with this guy. I think this is a really good signing. Next guy we brought in was Abdullah Faye. He, of course, I'm sure most people know him. Premier League, he's been there for a long time. We brought this guy in just to sort of start. He is starting today for us against Real Sociedad. But him and Navas will probably be rotating the role for the centre-back. He just added another good option in there. And that's why I signed him for 1 year. It was either between him or a guy from Peru. I can't remember the guy's name. Is he still on trial with us? No, he isn't. I can't remember the other guy's name. But I ended up going with Faye just because he asked for a lower wage. And it's all I could really afford at the time. And the last two guys are centre mids. As you see, they were signed just before the turn of July. First guy we brought in out of the two was Martin Lanning. I think maybe from Frankfurt, 30-year-old German. He can play pretty much again anywhere in that midfield. Could drop down to defensive mid, centre mid for us if we needed him to. I think this guy's really good for cover, which is what he's going to be used as. Got a wide range of experience, playing in a few different levels of football as well. Playing in some low divisions, playing in the Bundesliga. I think it's going to be good for the team, good cover. And as well got some really nice well-rounded stats, so I like that in him. And the last guy we signed for the only guy actually we paid money for was £205,000 for Julio Alvarez. And I think this guy could be quite crucial and actually could be the key man to help us survive. So you can see instantly, the things that stood out to me instantly were his technicals. Passing, technique, first touch, and his set pieces. Penalty taking, free kick, and corners. This guy's centre mid, not exactly quick, not exactly strong, but his job is going to be to try and help. He's going to be the advanced playmaker in our midfield. He's going to try and help create the balls to the wingers, to the striker, trying to be the man that maybe doesn't get the assists, but allows people to get a little bit of space to do their bit of magic to maybe get the assist or get the goal. As I've mentioned, his set pieces I think will be crucial. He's going to be our set piece taker for all set pieces, penalties, free kicks, corners, everywhere. And he's got such good stats. I expect to see a few goals from corners and free kicks this year coming from him. And as a small team, those sorts of opportunities can be quite crucial. Again, experienced in Spain. Started his career at Real Madrid. I don't think he ever played for them. No, he didn't. And went into La Liga and Liga Adelante. So he's bounced around a bit. Played in the second division for quite a while. So we're giving him his push-up. We're giving him his attempt in La Liga for probably the last time in his career. So let's hope he performs. Let's hope he steps up. And he's from Venezuela as well. I actually played for them a few times. So those are all the transfers. And let's go into the game actually. We'll go into match preview and then we'll talk about the tactics. So Capacity Stadium here today against Real Sociedad. I believe it's on. No, this game isn't on TV. Sorry, I thought it was going to be this game. So I created two tactics. I was suggested that I could possibly make a tactic with two strikers because really in a way we have Lekic and we have Angel, two strikers that are pretty good. So I decided to have this one as a backup. When I play against them really tough teams, I'll probably play this formation. It's just a little bit more defensive, but the two guys up front can do their job still, can do their own thing, and hopefully be useful. But we're not playing that today. We're playing our 4-3-3 that I made last time. However, I've changed a few things around. So today, because we're at home, we're going to go out there with a controlled mentality. Hopefully, look to, as I said, control the game, have a lot of the ball. We're going to have a fluid team structure, team shape as well. I'll probably keep it fluid no matter what. I quite like it. I think it's working quite well in the friendlies, in which we lost one, drew one, and won one, but we look pretty good when I changed it to fluid because originally I started off flexible. The team instructions are to retain possession, whip crosses in, play wider, push higher up, use offside trap, get stuck in, close down more, and that should not be much lower tempo, that should be lower tempo. There we go, that's better. And these are the player roles. I changed a few again from when I last saw you. We did have wing backs in the fullback roles. We've changed them to fullbacks. You should not be ball winning midfielder. You should be deep line player maker defend. As you see, I just made a change there. I don't actually know what that was. I thought that was always deep line player maker defend. Okay, so let's run through this team then. So in goal we have Ureta, I believe. Ureta, I'm not too sure. Right back Lucas. Centre backs of Ikiza, I think, and Faye, and left back of Casado. Irastes, ball winning midfielder, defend for us. Lanning and Alvarez are the centre mid partnership. Torre is right attacking mid. Toroskili, I'm going to say so many names wrong. Left attacking mid, and Lekic is up front. Now, there are a few changes to the ideal starting lineup, and well, actually, there'll be one change from our ideal starting lineup. I did want to go with Angels today. Lekic didn't look too great in pre-season. He's going to be playing advanced forward today, but he didn't look too great in pre-season. I brought Angels on for a few of them, and he actually looked pretty good in pre-season. But then he got an injury just before the start of this game. He will be returning in 2 weeks, I believe. 2-3 weeks. So, not out for too long. He should be back, but puts a lot of pressure on Lekic today, and like I say, not really been performing too great, so be interesting to see how he does. At the bench, you can read that all for yourself. But let's get into this. Let's see what we can do. Real Sociedad at home. You know, we've been here before, so let's do this. So they reckon they can't look beyond Real Sociedad today. A good side, and they believe it has what it takes to see off Eibar. Angel and Danny Garcia missing will be big misses for Eibar. If we go into the actual schedule, we were considered favourites for this game. Let's see if we can live up to that favourites tags. Maybe not by this guy in the Spanish football post, but by clearly the bookies. So they've matched us in terms of formation. Of course, they've got some great players in their team, so we're going to have to do well to try and beat them. Apply the advice there. And ask the assistant again, and let's go. Eibar's first ever game in the top tier of Spanish football. Repeating that once more. Of course, Lekic would get injured straight away. Bergeron would have to come on. You can play advanced forward, I guess. Even though I think Bergeron is a natural winger. He's our third choice striker for the season. I never thought I'd actually need to play him playing one up front. But let's hope Lekic's one isn't out, doesn't keep him out for too long. You know, fingers crossed there. We do have key highlights on. Yeah. Absolutely nothing happening so far. And it's half time already. Wow. Keep your heads up, lads. Do exactly what the assistant says. I don't understand that. Nothing's happened. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a blessing in disguise. I don't know. I don't know if we need to be beating Real Sociedad. They could have a good year. They could have a bad year. Depends, really. As good save from our goalkeeper there. Really good save. We're actually going to change now to a more counter mentality. Just because I can see we're not winning the possession game. And there's no real point of us playing control if we're not going to be winning that. So a few people are looking quite angry and frustrated. We're going to make a sub. Alvarez is going to come off. We're going to bring Lara on. And also we're going to take our left attacking mid off and actually bring Kappa on and play him as a winger. And let's see what that does. Because actually we've got 25 minutes left in the game, and you know what, we could maybe see this out. Oh God. I said that, now we're going to concede. Oh, good save originally. Rebound's been cleared away. Oh, fantastic save yet again. Managed to somehow live through that scare. And I don't think we're going to do anything with here, but wow, what a great bit of goalkeeping there. Twice in very quick succession, our goalkeeper saving us and managing to keep us in the game. And you know what? Not many minutes left remaining. We're now getting a lot more of the ball in this final few minutes. We've got this last highlight. I don't think anything's going to come of it unless we get a very late winner, but I doubt that. But look at that, 0-0. Not a win. But you know what? I think we lost the first game of the season last year, I believe. Or we went a long time without picking up a point. So I'm going to say Real Sociedad, good point. Good point. That's all I can really say there. And that's 1 point on the board. I didn't actually speak about this. Wait, how long is he out for? 2 months. Damn. Send the assistant there. But 2 months. God damn. I'm going to have to really try and sort out my striker problem in a second. But either way, I didn't really talk about where I think we can come. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say it right now. Our target has got to be 40 points. I'm gonna look at this like the Premier League. Every Premier League manager, when they comes up, or if they think they're gonna be a relegation scrap next year, or the current season, they always say 40 points is the target. And I'm gonna go with that this year. I'm gonna go with that in La Liga. I'm gonna say, look, 40 points, we can be safe. So we drew that game. You know, okay, we didn't win it, but that's 1 point scratched off. 39 to go. That's how we've got to be seeing these things. Also, let's have a look at where Sociedad were actually predicted to come this season. They were predicted to finish 8th. So that's a top half-table team. And really, to get a point against the top of the half-table team, that's a decent point. Because we're not really expected to be beating the teams here. We will need to be beating the teams here. You know, people like Getafe, Deportivo, Almeria, Rayo, Elche, Cordoba. We need to be beating them guys, not the ones right at the top. So next time I'll meet you back, probably Deportivo La Coruña. What I'll do actually, I'll probably do a double live com in that game. Deportivo and Elche will do both live coms, and I'll skip out the Atletico game for you guys. Because in this series, in this second attempt, I want to try and do as many important or big games as I can, or as many as, you know, I feel necessary. So next time I meet you back will be them, and until then, peace out.